Hi, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. So excited you're here because I'm letting my TBR board game choose what I read for March. No, it's been a little bit. Yeah, I've had some life changes, had a lot going on. I'll explain that later. I'll explain that toward the end of the video. So if you want to know all those things, of course, as always, there will be timestamps down below. But let's get into it. If you don't know the rules of the game, I will link the last one down below where I explained it, because it had been a while. Also, I don't remember where we were last time, so I'm just going to leave my game piece here. I believe we made it all the way around, or at least close. I'll shuffle the cards. Okay. And roll number 1. 2. All right, we're not getting very far, but it's okay. It's this pink color, so that one is going to be horror. So that one's going to be horror. And we'll draw a prompt card. Horror with a female protagonist. That's pretty easy to find. Let's see what we got. It's taking it easy on me this time. So horror with a female protagonist. Pretty easy. This was actually sent to me by the publisher, I think it was, and that is Itch by Gemma Amor. I have really high hopes for this book. I've heard really great things about this author, and this will be a first for me by this author, actually, but I'm really excited. And they actually sent me like a lot of really fun stuff with this. There were like little tiny ants. I think there were like gummy worms and a couple of eyeballs, but it was a really fun package. And this cover is really, really cool. There are these little tiny ants and the eyeball, and it's perfect and nice and creepy, and I love a pink cover. So I'm just gonna read you what's on the synopsis on this one. It says, something moves on the forest floor. Josie is at rock bottom, living a haunted existence after returning to her isolated hometown on the edge of the forest of Dean. When she stumbles across a decaying ant-infested body in the woods, Josie plummets into a downward spiral, facing uncomfortable truths about the victim and her own past, all whilst battling an infestation that seems to have burrowed into her mind and her flesh. Ooh. Desperate for an absolution, Josie scratches the surface of an age-old mystery. A masked predator stalks the forest around Elwood, a place deeply gripped by folklore. So as the village prepares for its annual festival and Josie gets closer to unveiling a monster, she begins to ask herself, are these dark crawling insects leading her to uncover the truth? Or is she their next victim? Doesn't that sound incredible? I'm really excited about this one. On to book 2. 3. Another small number. 1, 2, 3. We have another horror with novella. So a horror novella. It's another easy one. Horror novella. Actually, this one was, I didn't have a lot of novellas. This one was actually a little harder. And that one I chose, The Bedmakers by Lutzke and John Boden. I think I got this one maybe in a Nightworms package a long time ago, if I'm remembering correctly. And this one has a really high rating on Goodreads, so I have pretty high hopes for this one as well. And I don't know why it's taken me this long to read it. I think I forgot I had it. This one involves 2 elderly men. It says, after 2 elderly men tire of their homelessness in downtown Chicago, 1979, they hop a train in search of work out west. But before their last stop, a traumatic event in an empty train car steers their once hopeful journey into a path of chaos filled with deceit, murder, grave robbing, and dormant secrets. I feel like this one's probably gonna make me cry, but we'll see. Sounds really good. Like I said, it has a pretty high rating. I didn't read any reviews or anything, but I was like, dang. And there weren't a lot of reviews, so maybe, I don't know if just more people don't know about this or what, but I'm surprised more people haven't read this one. Anyways, sounds really good. Roll number 3. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Purple. So purple is an arc. I'll draw a prompt card, but it might be hard to match prompts with the arc. We'll see. If it's hard to match it with the art with the prompt, then I'll just pick one. We'll see if I can match it. That's 2. Hang on. Okay. 5-star prediction. Okay, I think I can do that. This one, an arc, that's a 5-star prediction. And for that one, I chose Metanoia by Michael Harbron. He's actually said he was going to be sending me another copy because with a different cover. The reason this one is a 5-star prediction for me is because he has sent me other books and I have absolutely loved every single one of them. I love his writing style. And the other series, I have a series by him called Interview with the Devil, and I'm obsessed with that series, obsessed. If you haven't read it, I suggest you buy it and read it because it's incredible. So I saw that he had this book coming out and I was like, I'm dying to read that, and he was kind enough to send me a copy. And this, I believe this just came out February 23rd, I believe, so it just came out. It says, when 2 children wake up in an abandoned town, nothing adds up. The streets are drowned in fog and the lights are still on. The buildings are empty and strange things crawl through the dark after sundown. All they have are a few rules to survive and a growing sense that this place shouldn't exist. Every building feels like a memory they can't fully reach. And the man watching them from across the street seems to know exactly why they're here. As they search for a way out, the truth finally finds them, and it doesn't want them to leave. That sounds so eerie and so creepy. And yeah, anything involving kids, like, not that the kids are creepy in this one, but anything involving kids, like, really gets to me. So yeah, it sounds really great. Roll number 4. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Horror. Getting a lot of horror this time. Daughter picks. Oh, that should be interesting and fun. Horror that my daughter picks. And let me tell y'all, she put a lot of thought into this. It took her a hot minute to find one. She went through all my stacks and she like really put a lot of effort into it. And it was funny because at first I really figured she was gonna go with something pink or something like that. But then she was like, I'm gonna be nice to you and pick something short or something small, or like she was looking for something thin. And then she went with an R.L. Stine. She went with this, that she really loved the cover of this one. So she went with I Saw You That Night by R.L. Stine. And this really is a fun cover. Sorry about the glare, but this cover is just excellent. So this one says, this summer is going to be a real killer. Sand, surf, sun. Roxy lives for the summer, but this summer things aren't going the way Roxy planned. It all started when she broke into Lee Bloom's house just to win a stupid bet. Because while she was in Lee's house, Roxy saw something she shouldn't have seen, heard something she shouldn't have heard, and now someone's looking for Roxy, someone who wants her dead. So, sounds really great. And something fun and like light is just what I've been in the mood for. So this was a great pick. Roll number 5. 6. Okay, so I can either go here or here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is non-horror. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Horror. I don't know what the prompt is either. I think I'm gonna go with horror because that's what I'm in the mood for. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna pick a prompt. green on the cover. So horror with green on the cover. Let's see what we got. Horror with green on the cover. And I chose Clawheart Mountain by David Oppegaard. This has green everywhere. There's green on the edges, spine, like this is just all green. So this caught my attention really quickly. I got this one from Twisted Retreat a while back. I love their covers. There's also, I believe I showed you like a tour of this one a while back, but when you take the jacket off, it's red, but then there is green on the inside, the page, the art, the, what do you call this? The, oh my God, the end page art. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, there's just green everywhere on this thing. What happens when good people make one bad decision? Imagine you are on the way to a remote mountain cabin with your friends. Upon arrival, you discover an abandoned armored van with $15 million on board. Would you take the money? Nova and her friends answer with a resounding yes. Perhaps their answer would have been different had they known that a professional killer was already tracking down the money, or that a legendary creature known as the Wraith roams the mountain, ravenous with hunger. Thinking they're safe and anonymous, Nova and her friends divvy up the stolen cash, unaware who or what is after them, unaware that soon they will be fighting for their lives. Ooh, okay. Something hungry was woken on Clawheart Mountain. So we have like possibly a monster, and then we also have human killers. So you have both, and that just sounds really excellent and a great setting as well. So if you want to see the full stack, I'll show you. I like to do this. I like to show you the full everything I'm going to be reading. And then this gives me, I like to only pick 5 because it gives me a little freedom to choose others as well. That whatever I'm in the mood for, if I want to add more arcs, if I want to add just mood reading or whatever. So I have a little bit of space. Those are all the books. And then just to give you a little update, what I've been up to, I have tried to sit down and film videos over the past 4 weeks, and I did not want it to take 4 weeks for me to film a video. I've tried to sit down and film like an update for what I read in January, and it's just, life has gotten in the way. I've been crazy busy. But for those interested, I'll just give you a little update. I got a full-time job, which is excellent. It's exciting. I had gotten a part-time job, and they offered me full-time, which is incredible. I love it there. I'm so happy. It happened very quickly. It happened so fast. Just like they started talking about like offer me this, like me applying for this other position, and in a different department. It was like right there, but like a different department, not really in the line that I was doing. And I was like gonna kind of go for it just to keep me there, and even though it wasn't necessarily a job I wanted to do. And then boom, a position opened up actually in the field that I do, because I'm in finance and I'm an accountant. So boom, a position opened up actually doing accounting, which is what I do, and I was so excited. Oh my gosh, so excited. So I get to stay with the team that I've already been working with in the place I've been working, and yeah, so everything worked out really great, but it happened really fast. So boom, like I was starting like the next week in that position, and all of a sudden I went from part-time to full-time and working 9-hour days. I'm off every other Monday, but still like on that every other Monday, another thing happened, and my son, the day that I started working full-time, my son went into intensive therapy. I'm not going to go into details about that because it's private. It's private for him, it's private for us. But yeah, so this huge thing happened. It's going to be for like 10 weeks, and it's outpatient, so he has to be dropped off every day, picked up every day. But this whole Rubik's Cube of how to get him there, how to pick him up with a full-time job. And when they say it takes a village, it literally takes a whole village to to raise kids. So it's taken 3 of us to, not only get him there, pick him up, but also his little sister can't be getting herself on the bus by herself because it's not really safe. We live like in the middle of nowhere. It's a dark road. you know, it's just not safe for her to be out there by herself. So to have somebody else get her on the bus, you know, and then make sure somebody's home for her in the evenings, and like, it's just so much to like navigate all that. On top of that, what comes with his therapy is like also family therapy every other week with him and up there, and then also clinical appointments, and then it's Zoom meetings with them, it's calls all the time, they're texting me all the time, they need to know this, they need to know that, we're changing up his meds, we're doing all these things. It's so much, it's so overwhelming, it's just so much, it's so much. So it was just this whole snowball of like this overwhelm and starting a new job at the same time, and it was just like so much. So anyways, I just didn't have time. I haven't had time to sit down. Every time I go to sit down and film a video, something would come up, or an appointment would come up, or you know, just there's just so much going on at home, and us just trying to navigate all these things. So yeah, I've wanted to, I've missed it, I love it. I'm still reading. I have still been reading. Like, I make time to read on my lunch breaks. I make time to read at, you know, at bedtime, like when the kids go down to sleep and all that stuff. So I have been making time to read. There are books. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna film a video of my wrap up for January and February together. And maybe I won't talk about every book. Maybe I'll just do like a highlights, like these were my favorites. Maybe I'll just do that. So where y'all don't have to sit here and listen to like all these books. I'll just do like a highlights reel or something, you know, maybe something like that. I don't know. But it's coming. And what I'm doing is like, I'm filming multiple videos at the same time. So just know that, yes, I'm gonna get more consistent. I do know that you're gonna have a video next week of a book haul, a big fat book haul, because I have gotten a lot of books. And the reason I know you're getting that one is because it's already filmed. Because I'm batch filming, so where it makes my life a little bit easier. So when I have a good day, I can just film all these all at once that I've got stacked up. Then after that, the week after that, you're gonna have a wrap-up video finally of January and February, so that that's done. And then I'm gonna be having, I'm preparing for Old School April, so you're gonna be getting videos for that soon of my TBR, and then a separate video of like the activities and the movies and all those things. And I have a lot of really exciting stuff. I've been collecting things over the year of like all the books and things that I want to read and all the things I want to do. So I'm excited about those things, and I'll explain to you about all that stuff. So just some things to look forward to over the next few weeks, and a lot of this stuff is already filmed, so I know it's coming. And yeah, just so many exciting things happening. The branding I'm still working on, and I owe a big shout out and a big thank you to Eleanor, who went and donated on my Buy Me a Coffee link to help with the branding. Thank you so much to Eleanor. I truly appreciate your support. I appreciate everybody's commenting, everybody's just watching my videos. You don't know how much it means to me to have you all here. And the branding is like coming along very nicely. It's I'm working with somebody to do my logo right now, and I have been working on my wardrobe because, you know, like I said, nothing in my closet fits. So I'm gonna be a lot more like put together, and everything's gonna be very curated. I'm just bringing more of myself into my brand and putting a little bit more originality into it. So I'm gonna do like a big reveal probably in the summer, because it's gonna take me that long to get all this together. But the little baby steps, and now that I'm working full time, it's gonna be so much easier for me to make all these things happen. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to show you. And I was thinking about showing you a little bit at a time, but I think it'll be better to like show you all at one time. Like, here's what I've been working on, and I'm really excited about it. But it's all gonna come together really well. So anyhow, that was a lot of talking and a lot to explain that I have missed you, and I'm still here, and I've been trying to watch your videos and trying to comment on your videos, and I will get caught up. But I'm working on it. It's just I've had a lot going on, but I'll get there. Anyhow, I will see you next week for sure. Bye for now.